Welcome back, everybody. She is a master baker and the mind behind foodieinNewYork.com. And today she is in our house and in our kitchen making Parisian passionfruit macarons. Please welcome Vallery Omas to our home. We're so excited to have you here.
I just want to say, get in my belly.
I mean,
get in my belly.
And you guys have enough to start eating now.
Yeah.
So macarons were really the beginning of your baking career, weren't they?
Yeah, it was my final year of law school, and the job market was not great. So instead of looking for a job, I decided to just start baking every day.
Which was probably really cathartic and relaxing.
It was, yeah. And I started a blog, my blog, Foodie in New York. And when I graduated, I just took a year off and I went to Paris. And when I was there, I ate everything I could find, and I drank lots of delicious wine. And one of my favorite treats that I found out I really loved were French macarons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're delicious. There's a place called La Durée. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You could literally gain 7,000 pounds.
I did gain 7,000 pounds.
It's so good. But they're super finicky. I mean, how did you learn how to make them?
Well, I had a roommate, and she didn't even cook, but she came home one evening, and just by following a recipe, she made perfect macarons. So I thought, hey, if she could do it, I can do it.
Oh, well, and the rest is history. Let me ask you, did you get the law degree?
I did. I practiced. I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
Also.
Yes. So when she comes to the courtroom, she says, Your Honor and jury. So you will.
She hasn't lost a case.
My client will get off. All right, so it starts with a meringue, correct?
Yes, yes. So let's get these egg whites whipping.
Okay, so I'll start whipping them.
And I'm going to...
This is so good.
Stand by.
This is the best macaron I've ever had. And
These are
Thank
so good.
you.
Sometimes macaroons are a little bit cardboardy. You know, they can be a little stiff, and even at La
Durée. But there's a reason why. I was talking with her, and she said earlier because
these aren't.
You're not storing them properly. What's the proper way to store a macaron if you don't eat it?
You have to put it in the refrigerator in a sealed container.
I didn't know that.
And then when you're ready to eat it, you take it out, let it get to room temperature, and then it's going to get that nice texture.
Wow.
Right. So
You also have to be facing southeast when you eat it.
Right. I mean, they're super finicky. You'll see. Okay, so we whip this into stiff peaks, correct?
Right. So I just added some cooked syrup to some egg whites.
Okay,
and
so it's just sugar.
Yes.
Pretty much just liquid sugar. Okay.
Right.
Now we have another step with the egg whites separately.
Exactly. So I'm going to add some food dye to these egg whites because I want to be able to mix them without knocking out all of the air out of our meringue because we're making an Italian meringue.
Okay.
So I'm just going to
beat that together. Do you want me to do that?
It's almost not like food, is it? Like, you eat it and you don't know. It's so magical.
Yeah. It's heaven.
That looks good. Going in.
It's like a Harry
throw
Potter
that in.
book.
Well, I mean, it's French. You know French cuisine. Everything has to be ho.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very ho.
I don't even know how to say it right.
I don't
Is it macaroon, macaron?
Macaron.
Macaron.
Yeah.
And you have to
Okay.
So you don't say the N?
macaron.
I mean, commit to the French accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Macaron.
Because macaroons are the other cookies that are coconutty.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
And then what's a macarena?
Dun, dun, dun,
I think I remember that.
dun, dun, Macarena.
Right, so we're just gonna combine this.
Okay.
And then once our Italian meringue is done, we're gonna fold that into this.
Okay, so this would have to go a little bit longer, but that's okay.
Yeah, it would, but
All right.
we're speeding things up here.
There you go. So we pour this in.
Yeah, just go and pour all of it in.
Okay, just like
So
that.
Valerie,
Yeah.
that was just egg whites, right? That you said.
And sugar.
Right. Yeah, this is an Italian
you don't need
meringue.
to mention that because the egg whites are good, and it's a calorie.
Oh, you're right.
right?
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
You're
just
not
do a
using
face
oil.
plant in there. Is that what you're
Right.
saying? Your skin will look
So it's good
beautiful.
for you, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
So we mix that together,
Right.
and eventually it starts to look like this.
Yes.
So we put that in a piping bag,
So pretty.
and now we make the
Yeah,
cookies.
now I have to figure out how you build these things.
Okay.
Because they're-
Just like that.
Yeah.
And you actually make them the exact size that they are. They're not going to expand in the oven.
That's right. I mean, the size that I'm making them, that's the size they're gonna be when they come out of the oven.
All right, just like that. And I love it's all in the wrist. Look how she does like this.
Gotta do a little flick
Do a
of the
little
wrist.
spin.
Are you
Yeah.
making the top, the bottom, both?
Both. They're the
Both.
same,
It's-
yeah.
So you're going to sandwich them together.
There you go.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now, what is the key to making the perfect macaron?
Well, you want to just lift the pan and.
Oh my gosh.
How many times do you do that?
I mean, you can do it twice if you want. I mean, go crazy for it.
Olé! So what is that doing exactly?
Well, we're knocking out the air bubbles so that we get a nice, smooth surface, and it will also help us get some feet on these macarons.
Our macarons have feet.
Yes.
I love that you matched the macarons, by the way.
I love that.
Yeah, this was
Joy's dressed thematically.
Yes.
All right, so
Abby, you
now,
too.
oh my gosh, we all do.
Everybody but me.
Well, clearly you didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
So, again, like I said, they're finicky.
Right.
You can't even bake them yet because they need to hang out for a minute.
They need to rest.
So
They
we're
need to rest.
gonna let those dry, and once they're dry to the touch, so once you can touch them,
How long do they dry for?
you know, it depends, about half an hour, an hour. So
right.
once those are dry, we can stick them in the oven.
Okay.
325 for about 12 minutes, and
325 to 12 minutes, but not really because you have to put them in.
well, you actually want to, while they're baking, open the door a couple of times to release all of that extra heat so that they don't cook on the top too fast and
Right.
get brown. We get a nice bright color.
You basically have to sit in front of the oven like this and then open and close. And then come back and open.
This reminds me of the story when Jerry told me about dating Kim. He was like, so much work I had to go into it.
So worth it.
But so worth it. It's true. Now, tell us about the delicious passion fruit filling. This is really amazing.
So this is actually a passion fruit cream filling.
It is
so
so good. It's
my
amazing.
God.
The best thing ever.
So it was just passion fruit curd, which I mixed with some butter. And the great thing about passion fruit, it's so tart, so it balances out the sweetness from the meringue and the macaron cookie.
Can you pass that piping bag?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
There you go. It's for the baby.
Yes.
It's for the baby.
I saved this half of one.
Smart girl.
Here you go.
All right, there you go. We gotta cheers this. That's delicious.
You guys eat up, eat up. By the way, this
Sure.
Vallery is available online.
Oh my
You can
God.
catch her in foodieinnewyork.com.